We all know that romances can be hot and heavy, but getting your hot fling to survive the cooler temperatures can be tricky. So here to help navigate some of your hottest relationship issues in our Summer of Love series is relationship expert Love McPherson. Hi, Love.
Hello, how are you? Oh, I love being here. Y'all already know that though, right? I say it every time.
Yeah, you're so fabulous. Okay, so summer's a great time to, of course, have a nice fling, to fall in love, to be with someone special, but there can also be some pitfalls to that too. Let's break this down.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, one of the keys to make sure that you don't get too crazy is this. The first rule of it is, even though it's summer and it's hot outside, it's no reason to be thirsty.
Oh!
Okay, yes, okay.
I like where this is going.
Okay. I'm going to give my friends that advice. And we have viewers that sent in some questions, so let's get to the first one and then you can give us your answer.
All right.
In the summertime, my family, my friends, we like to have big cookouts, and I've taken my new girlfriend to a couple of them, and every time we go, she gets a few too many drinks in her, and then she just likes to argue with me about anything. Other than that, she's perfect. So I don't know, is this a red flag? Should I tell her to stop drinking, or should I just break it off with her?
Oh, yeah. You know what? That is absolutely a red flag, because first of all, he's only known her for 2 months. He's saying she's perfect and everything, but he's only known her for 2 months. So he doesn't know if she is drinking to self-medicate past pain or something that she experiences in social settings. Now, the second thing is this family and his friends are going to tolerate her for so long, and then she's going to be blackballed. They're not going to want that, because if you are belligerent or anything like that and get out of control with him in a relationship, things can go too far, and people won't want that.
So what should he do? Should he just leave her alone, or should he like confront this issue? Should he just wash his hands of her?
He absolutely needs to confront this issue, because that's the beginning of a relationship, is the ability to talk transparently and figure out problems. If you can't get through that, you'll never get to the next stage. The second thing is, he needs to be able to say, hey, let's limit your drinking when we're in social gatherings, because this is what happens. Because you know what? People will tell their truth when they're angry enough and when they're drunk enough. And so pay attention to what she's saying too.
Yeah, you can't ignore that.
Hopefully she'll be willing to cut down on her drinking.
Yeah, she should. And if she won't, and she realizes that she's embarrassing you and she still won't cut down on drinking, then that's a red flag. That's bigger than a red flag.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at the next one.
It's the summertime right now, and the boyfriend I've been with for the last 2 years, and I just started having a little bit of like an issue, because he thinks that my clothing look like hoochie clothes, which is incredibly rude for him to say, but he also has been a little bit more controlling about like what I wear. And I don't want to lose my boyfriend, but at the same time, I like the way I dress, and it's the summer, and it's too hot to wear anything, you know, like pants. But do you have any advice for me?
Oh, I like this question. She is having a hot girl summer.
But you know, she said sundresses too. So this is the thing. To be honest with you, with this one, I see more than red flags. I see neon signs, I see bells, whistles, dogs barking, all of that. And because a lot of times what you'll find is that when a person has this happen to them, this is actually the beginning stages of a abusive relationship. So you'll have to be very careful about when you see somebody, first they start controlling you. If they can control you at the point of making you feel insecure about what you wear, then they can control what you wear, they can control other things, and then the true test will be when she decides, I'm not gonna do what you say. The second big flag is he shames her in order to do it. He calls her hoochie and things like that. You don't have to shame anyone in order to get them to do what you want them to do. If you don't like her clothes, then you need to leave her alone. But don't shame your girlfriend.
I like that. Okay, we have one more question.
I've been dating this guy for most of this year, and then he broke up with me really suddenly. We've been texting and stuff and making plans to hang out, but then he keeps canceling. I know he's hanging out with his friends and going out to nightclubs, so it's just me he's ditching. He texts me and he says really sweet stuff. He even said, "You're the kind of girl I could see being my wife someday." And my friends, they're telling me that he broke up with me just because it's the summer, and that now he's like leading me on until the weather gets cold again. I could really use some advice.
Ooh, help this baby.
what do you
Help
think?
this baby.
Oh, help the baby is the truth. You know, as sweet as she can be, I'm telling you,
She's so
she
sweet.
is to be trampled on, and that's exactly what's happening. Because first of all, if don't believe his words, believe his behavior.
Yes.
And if he is leaving you at the highlight of the year, then you know if you're not good enough for the summer, then you're not good enough for the winter. Okay, don't put a self-esteem on your relationship when it's not summer good.
Oh,
and
my
and then he
gosh.
says, but by the way, I'll help donate all my summers for the rest of my life to you as a wife.
Yeah.
There's some
He's
problems
stringing her
here.
along.
Don't put up with that, girl.
No.
All right. Love, thank you so much for coming in. We always love
so
your
good.
advice. You are so best.
I always love being here. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
If you guys want some more love advice or for your own personal coaching session, please head over to our website at lovemcpherson.com.